Hey there lads and lasses, Jim Bob here. So the festival stars Joe Thomas as Nick. Now Nick has had a mental breakdown at graduation because his girlfriend has suddenly split up with him. And his friend Shane decides to take him to a 3-day music festival just to cheer him up. And that's the basic plot of this film. And you know what it kind of sounds like to me? The first In-Betweeners movie. Like basically Simon in the In-Betweeners movie, bear in mind also played by Joe Thomas, has been dumped by his girlfriend, and his friends, Jay and everybody else, take him on holiday to Ibiza to also cheer him up. Drinks, parties, it's basically the same premise, and like bumping into the ex while it's there, it's awkward when he's there. And I just thought, I've seen this before, it's the exact same premise of the In-Betweeners movie. But to me, the comedy is on par with the In-Betweeners, and that's what surprised me the most. Because I didn't have high hopes for this film whatsoever. Seeing the trailer, I thought we're in for some crappy film where it involves people getting drunk, people doing stupid things. But it's actually really well done, this film. I mean, I checked on Google, and the Rotten Tomatoes score for it is 91%, and I was actually deadly surprised about that. I expected it to be much lower. I thought the critics would slam this film, and they haven't. So I thought maybe I'm in for something special. Was I? Not really, but it's still a very, very funny film. This is probably the most I've laughed at a film all year. Previous to this film, it was Teen Titans Go. I thought that was hilarious, and I didn't think anything could actually top this film. But this film pretty much does. The comedy can go a little over the top sometimes, and is really, really raunchy. Like, there's tons of sex jokes, there's tons of jokes about drugs and getting high. There's a lot of people that are just random dicks to everybody. Like, what would you expect at a music festival? Like, that's pretty much what a music festival is. You will meet the occasional dick. Myself, I've never been to a music festival, but of what friends have told me, that's basically it. So, now, what I liked about this film is that it was entertaining. Like, I didn't think there'd be a lot of things that would blow my mind, and there really wasn't. It was just funny and entertaining. There's one scene in particular that is really, really disturbing to me, and I don't think I laughed that much. I was more like, oh, okay, I'm not going to give away any spoilers of what it is, but you'll pretty much know what I mean when it comes that way. Now, but the thing, another comparison to the In-Betweeners movie and to this one is that Joe Thomas's character Nick is almost exactly like Simon, like the awkward guy, the nerd, the guy that no one really wants to be around, and he's only got his own group of nerdy friends. But in this case, Nick only has Shane, and they bump into some other character on the train on the way there. Her name is Amy. Now, I want to talk about Amy for just a second. The character of Amy, she reminds me so much of that Alison Hannigan's character in American Pie. You know, this one time at band camp, she reminds me so much of her, like with the amount of time she talks, the amount of stories that she has, and I won't lie, I giggled, I found her funny. But then I thought, American Pie. So, this film is nothing new. Nothing new that you haven't seen before. It's like the In-Betweeners movie, almost to a point, but slightly different. And I'm going to wrap this whole thing up and give the festival 7 out of 10. It was entertaining, it was funny. The jokes went a little over the top sometimes, and there's a lot of jokes about being naked and sex, drugs, alcohol. But overall, I enjoyed this film. I think it's worth a watch. So, thank you very much, guys. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.